from the G4 studios in Los Angeles?
He's been in movies.
That's true.
And I'm sitting next to him.
That's true.
All right, Kevin and Candace. Kevin and Candace are out shooting the 420 special because there is no rule that says you can't get drunk and stoned on St. Patrick's Day.
I think there's some driving rules that say you can't do that. And a lot of rules, but anyway.
This is make-believe TV land. We just use our imaginations and we can do whatever we want.
Fair enough.
As long as we don't leave right here.
Yeah.
On the show today, Parvesh Sheena Gupta from Outsource will not be taking your calls from an Indian call center because he is going to be here live in studio. And were you not able to attend PAX East because you're not awesome like me? Oh, sad for you. Well, a member of our AOTS viewer army will fill you in on what you missed.
Also, we sent Chris Gore into the desert to visit the infamous Area 51 and get probed by Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They might also have discussed the sci-fi comedy Paul.
I heard he liked it.
The probing? It's
I don't know, maybe.
a Ford probe. And we review Fuji's fancy new digital camera in Gadgetron. Find out if you should buy it.
Yes, but right now, it is time to run down the top 5 things on the web.
We're going around the net. All right, in at number 5 today, a fruit thief gets a surprise.
I like how there's a subcategory of thief for fruit thief.
Yeah, and it's not what you think.
Comes up a lot, I guess. The setup for this video, maybe shenanigans, but the pain, it's real. Grapefruit! Why was he yelling grapefruit?
It's like a Braveheart thing, you know?
Well, I hope that the grapefruit was worth the use of your legs, dear thief.
Yeah, for the record, fruit thieves, you're welcome to steal my grapefruit anytime because grapefruit is the worst of fruits. It's the medicine of fruit.
What do you have against grapefruit? Grapefruit is the only fruit that you have your own special utensils to eat.
That's not a positive.
But you have the little serrated knife that's bent over and then a tiny little grapefruit fork?
Anything I have to make a trip to Pottery Barn to be able to eat is not worth it.
You, sir, are a grapefruitist! In at number 4 today, a nature video.
Watch very carefully.
And closely.
I just pooped myself.
I actually really like snakes. I'm guessing that one was actually the South American green anaconda. They're actually non-venomous, so they hunt by wrapping themselves around their prey until the animal is crushed to death with almost 9,000 pounds of force. Cool, right? Then they swallow the body whole, where it can actually take 10 days for the snake's stomach acid to fully digest it.
I've pooped again. So, grapefruit and snakes.
I do. I like grapefruit and snakes.
Your Match.com profile is just my nightmare.
I get some interesting responses.
All right. Today's number 3 item features one of the world's most prominent actors, Jesse Hyman.
Now, at this point, okay, you guys are probably asking yourselves, who is that? But trust us, you have seen this guy before.
He's been in countless movies and TV shows, lending his nerdy presence to the background of everything from American Pie to The Social Network.
Here's his creepy acting reel made even more ominous by the tense tones of Lux Eterna from the Requiem for a Dream soundtrack. him.
I was. He was on Greek a lot, and he was actually my stand-in for an entire movie I did. So I've had the pleasure for quite a few months out of my life.
So you've been that close to greatness. You've been as close to greatness as I am to you right now.
I've been conveniently greatness adjacent. I also just noticed that it sort of defeats the purpose of being background if you're the most noticeable thing in every shot.
It's weird that they put those white circles on his face every time he was through
I
there.
thought that was an interesting choice,
Interesting
too.
editing choice.
Anyway, in at number 2 today, sorry, Jesse, a classic compilation video from the cartoon adaptation of Mega Man.
Okay, if you don't remember Mega Man's nemesis, Cutman, don't worry, because there's a good reason.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed ice sculpture. Let's see how you do against Kung Fu Catman! Yeah!
Eat bolts, Cutman!
Look out!
What's that accent?
I think that's Peter Lorre. Or either that or it's a plane. It's one of those, I can't decide. But if Dr. Wily's robots were that incompetent, it wouldn't have taken me, I don't know, 12 days to beat the first Mega Man.
You know, in Sweden, trying to finish that game is actually considered a form of mild torture.
That game takes cheap shots.
I'm just glad Cutman wasn't the suicidal villain I thought he was. Still ahead, today's number 1 around the net will get you in the St. Patty's Day spirit.
It is our very own holiday tradition right after this. Today's ATN featured a super... The video cuts out just before mealtime. So tell us, what did this snake just eat? Tweet us your responses at AOTS, #OMGROFLOL. If your response is a tasty treat, we'll feature it on tomorrow's show.
St. Patrick's Day, it's the Alabama Leprechaun.
This is very special. Okay, back in 2006, Brian Johnson of NBC News 15 filed the story of a suspected magical Irish creature on the loose. It is now one of the most popular Irish videos on the web.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff.
This guy, helping to direct traffic, says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun.
This is a special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold lay. I want the gold.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
It has a beauty to it.
It's just nice to really celebrate Alabama's rich Irish heritage.
Yes, it is beautiful. I mean, few things get us in the Irish mood better than watching those Gaelic scholars pontificate on the leprechaun legend.
In fact, I'm in such an Irish mood that I'd like to learn even more about the history of the Emerald Isle.
Well, you are in luck, Clark Duke, because we just happen to have an award-winning documentary on the history of Ireland right here.
How convenient.
I know.
In honor of St. Patrick's Day, it's time for our annual celebration of the Emerald Isle, a history of Ireland. And hold on just a wee moment here. All right now, Ireland is the 20th largest island in the world, but without a doubt the best. Irish civilization began over 10,000 years ago, when Mesolithic farmers developed the ancient Irish sport of rock ball. That's where Irish folks throw rocks at each other for fun. And we throw a lot of people into bogs too. Today they're known as bog people, and they creep the hell out of you in museums. If they weren't fighting each other, the Irish were fighting the English, the Normans, and the feared robot armies of Lord Cualta, ruler of West Atlantis. During one of those ancient daring sea raids, Irish fighter pilots, or the Irish Adventures airplanes too, by the way, fighter pilots got drunk and slammed into the famous giant gold donkey statue of West Atlantis. Today, we commemorate this battle with the traditional Irish piñata, which in Irish means Mexican hitting thing. So let's break some already.
I learned a lot from that.
I'm not sure how accurate that documentary was.
You mean you've never enjoyed an Irish piñata?
Is that a sex act?
Then you, sir, have never lived. Reveal the piñata! This bad boy is stuffed with Irish. It has got corned beef, cabbage, and shamrock shake. We're going to take turns whacking at it with these traditional Irish shillelaghs until the whole set gets covered in Ireland. Please, sir, go first.
Yeah?
Yes. All right, my turn.
Whoa. A lot of anger. I'm just gonna let her do it. God.
Oh! Okay, go.
Okay. Oh. Oh, this is just gross in here.
I didn't realize cabbage was Irish.
It's actually just full of cabbage. They're a little misleading.
Shake anybody? Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Hooray!
What happens when you pick up a little green man who's into probing?
Anyone want one of these?
From the creators of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz comes Paul, a comedy about two sci-fi geeks on a road trip who befriend a space-traveling smartass E.T. and hatch a plan to return him to the mothership.
What have you done to him? He fainted. Yeah, but you made him faint. But it's not like I set my phaser to faint. You've got a phaser?
Have you guys ever had an alien encounter?
I spent a lot of time when I was a kid really looking because I genuinely believed in UFOs. So I saw a few UFOs as a kid, and there was one armada of invading aliens, but they were probably other things.
I'm Paul.
Paul? Some of my Welsh family kind of claim to have seen UFOs, but they drink a lot of cider.
Hey! Reese's Pieces! Yes, thank you.
What I thought was great about the film is you really captured the Comic-Con experience. Did you shoot during Comic-Con?
We asked if we could, and they wouldn't let us because it's just too crazy. A bunch of companies, Oni Press, all these comic book artists and companies came, brought their stuff. All these people who had just been there came in their costumes. It was like a big party.
What brings you to USA?
We were on holiday.
We've been to Comic-Con.
Is there a person that was the inspiration for the character of Paul?
For Seth, it was Neil Young, actually. That was where Seth kind of took off with his characterization, which we both really loved. Once we knew who was going to play the part, it helped us kind of shape the character a bit more, you know.
Why are we holding hands? So we look like a family. Just a couple of regular guys walking down the street with a small cowboy.
There's a lot of downtime when you're shooting a film. What do you guys do in your downtime?
Channel 540, DirecTV.
Yeah, we watch a lot of porn.
Oh!
Can you talk about what you guys are going to be doing next? Something with Edgar, something you're working on?
I'm going to restore a lovely 14th century folly.
She went back to the RV.
Of course. He can read minds.
I don't know. I'm doing Mission Impossible at the moment, and then Star Trek in the summer with a bit of luck if that happens on Shedge.
If we were to start a rumor that you were going to be in the next Star Trek,
Yeah.
what character?
Uhura.
Uhura.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
There is an Uhura, right?
Do you think he'll be okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Be warned. When you make friends with an outlaw, stoner, alien on the run, it's one trip you won't forget.
Anyone? Huh?
Paul beams into theaters this Friday.
And now, you asked for it and you're gonna get it. Is that a threat or a gift? It's a viewer-requested gadget prawn. What's a digital camera without all the features? Not much, which is why Fujifilm released the Z800 EXR. Featuring a 3.5-inch touchscreen, this camera makes picture taking simple, especially since it combines high resolution, low noise, and wide range automatically. There's even a 5x optical zoom, hybrid autofocus, and intelligent image stabilization. So grab the total package for $145.
All right, it's a camera.
Ta-da! It's a camera.
Do you like how it looks?
Yeah, it actually...
Hesitation.
I did not mean for there to be hesitation. I do the lens cover slides down. It actually does have a very nice, solid feel to it. It powers on in about 3 seconds, which is nice because nobody likes waiting around for your camera to boot up. And of course, the Z lights up on the front, which I think is cool. Ta-da! Was that worth the wait or what, guys?
Yeah.
I know. The most obvious design feature is that there are hardly any buttons because of the 3.5-inch touchscreen. It's being blown out by my orange shirt currently, but it's nice, trust me.
How is the touchscreen? How do you like it? Does it work well?
It actually does work well. I mean, it does exactly what you expect it to do. A cool thing is when you're in picture mode, which by the time I get there, people will be bored and have changed the channel. Sure. You can kind of slide through the pictures, which is nice. It's extremely responsive. Touches are very accurate, which is exactly what you want. Kind of reminds me of the iPhone. The interface rotates with the camera, which is very nice and something that most point-and-shoots don't do very well, so that's nice. The extra screen real estate is also nice for reviewing your shots, diving through menus, being able to swipe through pictures. I like that feature a lot, because if it doesn't have it, you're sitting there like an idiot being like, why doesn't this slide?
That's how I look with most things, though. Every camera now has facial recognition, so what does this one do that makes it so special?
Facial recognition? That is like 6 months ago. This is pet recognition.
Wow.
So the theory behind it is that it automatically takes a picture when your dog or cat's face is in there.
Did we just realize that
know.
animals had faces? Did that
So we tried it on...
Seems like the same technology,
We tried
basically.
it on Stella. Stella is a little too fluffy. Didn't really work that well with Stella. But it worked really well. We had a shy, squinty neighbor cat that it worked very well on. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say, kind of. It also has a 360-degree panorama mode, which many other cameras you have to like visually stitch each picture together as you take them one by one. That is a pain. We do not have time for such tomfoolery. Here you just press the shutter and you do a little spin. Sounds like a gimmick, but it actually gives really cool results. Right here you're looking at the Venice Canal, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
So this is actually the 360-degree picture.
I like my cameras fast.
Do you?
Much like my women.
All right.
So, am I gonna like this camera?
I think that you will.
Oh.
Yes, you could combine it with fast women. But I don't want to know the rest of that story. So it focuses and it takes a picture almost instantly using something called hybrid autofocus. So you don't have to hold it halfway down to focus. You can just click the button. For the most part, our pictures were in focus. For the most part.
How's the picture quality?
For the most part. Not bad. It's $149, you guys. Jeez. Low-light pictures were grainy, washed out. We still had some focus issues. Look how hard those guys are working there. That is a I am working hard face. With the flash, pictures were evenly exposed, though still a little bit grainy. Outdoor pictures better. In some cases, sunny pictures were a little overexposed. Like those turtles were a little overexposed, but not so much that it would be a deal breaker.
Food trucks.
If you take the time to understand the 4 different automatic shooting modes, you can get some pretty good results. Yeah.
All right, well...
That's all I have to say. I've said everything you could possibly say about this camera right here.
Enough beating around the bush.
Nothing else to say.
Let's rate this thing.
All right, so the Z800 sells for $145. At that price, 3 out of 5. All right. Picture quality is subpar compared to other cameras in this price range, but if you're looking for this big, huge, admittedly kind of nice touchscreen, and you like the extra features, it might be worth checking it out. All right. That is it for today's Gadgetpron. I'm spent. But if you have a gadget you would like to see us rate, email us at gadgetpron at g4tv.com. All right, guys, still ahead. There's a cell phone that lets you reach out and touch somebody literally in robot news. Hopefully that's not weird for you.
And later, Parvesh Sheena from Outsource will be here in the studio live.
Today's Road Report is brought to you by Dodge. Dodge, never neutral.
This guy is trying to shake a pesky pussy out of its tree. So, what happens next? Does he shake the tree until the cat flies into the lake? Does the cat jump down and attack him? Or does the tree branch break and they both fall? Find out when we return. This guy is trying to shake a pesky pussy out of its tree. So, what happens next? Does he shake the tree until the cat flies into the lake? Does the cat jump down and attack him? Or does the tree branch break and they both fall? They both deserve that, especially the cat. That pussy knows what he did.
Oh, that poor cat. She was not expecting that. I just got back from PAX East, and it looks like I wasn't the only one with a fondness for AOTS in Boston.
Here's a member of our viewer army at the Penny Arcade Expo.
How's it going, Attack at the Show? This is Joe Giannetti reporting live from the Boston Convention and Expo Center here in South Boston. We're here for the Penny Arcade 2011 PAX East Con. We've got 3 days ahead of just great gaming. This year we've got over 60,000 people here, and it's just going to be a great time. So let's check it out. I'm here with
George Lampard,
Elliot Wagner. And now, who are you guys dressed as today?
We're just cogs, man. Just part of the cog army.
Part of the whole Gears of War.
I'm dressed as Morgana from the League of Legends game.
And you are?
I am Sivir from League of Legends.
Now, you guys have some pretty amazing costumes on today. Who are you dressed as?
I'm dressed as Samus Aran from Metroid.
And you, sir?
I'm Mage, World of Warcraft.
This is pretty incredible. How long did it take you guys to get this together?
Too long.
Just walking by, everybody's stopping and looking. This is fantastic. So we're here at the Red Faction Armageddon demo. This game looks amazing, by the way. It is so slick, so polished, and these weapons are incredible. Players that blow the most up get rewarded with some pretty sweet swag. I'm back here at the console station for the Halo Reach tournament. I thought I was okay at Halo, you know. I thought I could hold my own, and then watching these guys, no, not so much. Hey guys, we're here for the X-Play Live taping. You're gonna see a bunch of familiar faces pretty soon, and I've heard based on last year's X-Play Live that this is not the panel to miss.
X-Play, 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 X-Play.
Suddenly it becomes a Pokemon dance battle. PAX East 2011 is coming to a close today. It's been just an incredible experience, and I want to say thank you, Attack the Show, for making me a part of your viewer army. This is Joe Giannetti signing off.
Oh, yeah. If you want to enlist in our viewer army and cover an event for us, all you got to do is go to g4tv.com/viewerarmy, and you can get all the details there.
I think someone threw a bunch of text on the Twitter wall.
Think? Is that how that gets up there? Okay, so, oh, geez, Love Assassin 13.
There were 12 other Love Assassins.
Boy, it is St. Paddy's Day, so let's hear those Irish accents. Yeah! I don't think Mr. Love Assassin really knows what he's asking for, but okay, puppet!
Hello, Gov! Wait,
No?
No?
They're not buying our Irish accents.
I'm not
Top
either.
of the morning to ya.
That was pretty good.
Don't touch my Lucky Charms.
I'm a method actor. I have to be drunk to do my Irish accent.
All right, Love Assassin. You did a terrible thing, and I'm sorry to everybody. Why isn't Clark on the Twitter? What? Why aren't you on the Twitter?
I was on the Twitter for a while, and then, this is a true story, I read that Prince said that the internet was over with. It was done.
And Prince would know.
I swear. So I sent out.
He is a taste arbiter.
Yeah, I mean, forever. And so I sent out a final tweet linking to the Prince article and explaining my reasoning, and I deleted it. Yeah.
The sad thing is, all I can really tell you're missing is a bunch of people promoting their events and the shows that they're on. Kind of like my tweet about how I was doing Attack the Show today with Clark Duke, right?
Yeah.
Did you get that tweet? It was good.
You know who didn't get that one? Me and Prince.
It was a good one, though.
Because we were too busy living life. I apologize.
And now we'll get him back
the
on the
entire
Twitter.
audience.
We'll get him back. Join us. Now it's time for the news.
And here's Andy Allo with the feed.
Thanks, guys. And right now it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Thursday, March 17th, and here are your top stories. Happy St. Patrick's Day! But potential partiers, beware. The man might use social media to track your behavior. Due to record arrests in the Northeast, tonight city officials across the U.S. might monitor Twitter to see where intoxicated people are headed and use YouTube videos to build cases against drunken offenders. So here's an idea. Don't shoot a video of yourself being a drunken idiot and post it online. It's that easy. Bad news, cinephiles. Darren Aronofsky is stepping away from the next Wolverine movie. Lame. The Oscar-nominated director of Black Swan and The Wrestler says he won't be able to commit to the production because shooting out of the country for a year would keep him away from his family. While there's no indication of who'll replace him yet, Hugh Jackman is still on board and Fox says the project will go forward. Of course, we respect Aronofsky's decision, but I think I speak for film and comic book nerds alike when I say, bummer! Yeah. When Large Hadron Collider first hit the scene, everyone said it would be the end of the world. But now theoretical physicists Tom Wheeler and Chewie Man-ho are saying it might be the world's first time machine. They say their theory is a long shot but doesn't violate any laws of physics. It centers around the idea that the LHC can create a particle that creates another particle that could jump into a fifth dimension, where it can either move forward or backward in time. In other words, it's freaking time travel! The future is now! And finally, it's time for the Fark.com story of the day. In America, we love our booze. But are you wondering which states are more prone to hitting the bottle than others? Lucky for you, there's a study for that. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the top 5 drunkest states based on binge drinking rates are South and North Dakota, Washington, D.C., Minnesota, and of course, the good old Wisconsin. Yeah! The land of beer, cheese, and more beer. I'm Andy Allo, and you've just been fed. And now, back to Clark and Morgan.
Today's robot news features a cell phone that's designed to let you, quote, feel and touch the person you're talking to. Ooh, he did it again.
The future's gross.
Just like humans, robots come in all shapes and sizes, from ginormous industry bots to teeny tiny spy droids. But when it comes to getting the dirty work done, man calls in for the biggest machine he's got, the F-16. Not that F-16. This F-16, the demolition robot from Stanley Hydraulic Tools. Unveiled earlier this month, this electrically driven hydraulic monster comes with 5 different attachments: a shear, breaker, grapple, drop hammer, and a concrete cracking claw. Sure, it's more of a remote-controlled shrunk excavator than a robot, but who cares? It can tear down walls and cut through steel like butter. With a track base, the F-16 is designed for selective dismantling of concrete slabs, stairwells, walls, and other interior structures. It's already known as the lightest machine with the highest power-to-weight ratio among any other equipment in its class. You can expect to see more of this beast as more underused factories and abandoned buildings get restored rather than tore down. But if that's too much noise for you, then perhaps cute and adorable is more your type. In that case, say hello to Elfoid, a pocket-sized android shaped like a fetus. This miniature anthropomorphic robot was unveiled last week in Japan as a concept cell phone designed to transmit not only voice, but also human presence. Although Elfoid is still in the development phase, the plan is to use a motion capture system to transmit your face and head movements to the robot, which would reproduce them, plus your voice, on its own little body, and convey your presence. Elfoid's predecessor, the Telenoid, is a larger, infant-sized android that operates with a similar telepresence technology. But with Elfoid's small size, the idea is that it will become an innovative communication device that people can carry with them like a cell phone. Besides, your voice only says so much. But with a pair of rosy cheeks and warm hands, the Elfoid's face and body will transmit modes of appearance, motion, and touch. And finally, your nightmares have come true. The latest model of FreakBot is out, and it's called Geminoid DK, the most realistic humanoid to date. Designed to look exactly like Associate Professor Henrik Scharf of Aalborg University in Denmark, this Geminoid was built by the company Kokoro in Tokyo. Like the other Geminoid robots, all of the movements and expressions of Geminoid DK are remote-controlled by an operator with a computer, who uses a motion capture system that tracks facial expressions and head movements. Turn your head, and the Geminoid does the same. Move your mouth, and the android follows suit. The idea of the project is to help research emotional affordances in human-robot interaction. Robotics legend Hiroshi Ishiguro co-developed the Geminoid with Professor Scharf, who we can only assume sleeps a little bit less comfortably at night. From merciless destruction machines to insanely accurate human lookalikes, robots are here to stay, and to make you never forget. So go ahead, sleep with one eye open.
I'd just like to mention that guy's name was Chewy Manho from the previous segment. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it needed to be said. All right, stay tuned. Harvest Cheetah from Outsource will be here live in studio to talk about life in a pretend call center.
Press 0 to speak to an operator.
A special St. Patrick's Day message from Tiny Morgan.
This St. Patrick's Day, remember to drink responsibly. Ooh, hit me up with another one, Seamus.
This has been a special St. Patrick's Day message from Tiny Morgan.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. You lose.
Normally, call center operators would only inspire rage, but NBC figured out how to make a comedy about them.
I'm having some kind of allergic reaction to this pain, or is it really hot in here?
No, it's hot. The air conditioning died.
That is disgusting.
What? People can still drink them. I'm putting them between my undershirt and my overshirt. Oh. Uh-oh. I wouldn't drink that one if I were you. That's a me soda.
Please welcome Parvesh Cheena. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day.
And to you, happy St. Pat's.
Thank you. I see you have a little bit of green under there.
I do. I'm representing.
You're representing a little bit?
Yeah.
Because you have a little bit of Irish roots.
I do. You know, I feel it's all the countries that start with I. Indians, Italians,
Okay.
and Irish. We all like to drink.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But you were actually born in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm a Chicagoan.
Which definitely has an Irish tradition.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, we dye the rivers green every St. Patrick's Day.
Just can't be good.
It is very green. It's good for the environment.
I don't think that's how it works.
I think it is. I think it is.
So have you been celebrating St. Patty's Day?
I've been up since 5 in the morning drinking.
Why 5 in the morning? Why did you have to go that extra? Why not 8 in the morning? Or...
Because the bar's open at 6 a.m.
When you put it that way, it makes complete sense.
It does, you know?
All right, so holidays, you have on the show Outsourced. You're actually celebrating a holiday, but not St. Patrick's Day.
No. Tonight we've
Holy.
got Holy.
Okay, which is a holiday actually we don't celebrate here.
No.
So maybe we can learn a little bit about it.
Basically, like, there's some religious stuff with it, but the fun of it is it's the holiday where you literally throw colors at each other. You know, like powder, paint, and everything. So think of like a big paint war, but as a religious holiday that everyone from like grandmas to kids play in India.
Is it good-spirited or is it mean-spirited?
Well, if I don't like you, it's mean-spirited.
Depends on how hard you throw the paint, is what you're saying.
Exactly. If it hurts a little, I like you.
All right. So the show itself, Outsourced, you're at a call center, but it's for a novelty, like, prop company, like yo-yos and
Whoopee
slinkies and whoopee
and all that
cushions
stuff.
and that kind of stuff. So does that character kind of go onto the set itself?
Yeah, because we pull a lot of pranks on each other. Because we've got like 12 to 14-hour days between all of us as a cast. So we've already exhausted the whoopee cushions. I think I broke a few. And right now, the fun one is an exploding pen. Because we're at our call center, like, you know, working, if there's a scene going on, and every so often someone will grab a pen and someone will just scream in the middle of a take. And it's the best way to celebrate. I'm like, someone got hurt.
So while there's another scene going on, everyone else in the background is being like, oh, shopping on Amazon, checking my Twitter.
Yeah. I just keep up on all my blogs. I'm always just on my iPad underneath the actual computer that they have.
And there are actually a lot of sort of outdoor shots there. So is that all shot in L.A.?
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff in the set. You know, we have like the full street scene and everything. But we do a lot of shots in India. A lot of like the establishing stuff. They shoot in Mumbai, actually.
Now, you actually are a gamer.
Yeah.
To totally switch gears on
Sure,
everybody,
please.
but I'm a big gamer, so I had to go straight for that.
Yeah.
What kind of games do you like?
I am a PG, almost G-rated gamer. I stuck with Nintendo. I've got my Wii. I like Rock Band. I like Super Mario World because it's social. You play like the new 4-player one. I really like that one.
You can have social games where you shoot each other in the head or throw paint at each other.
Okay, so I just got the new GoldenEye, you know, the one for Wii, like the old N64 one,
Yeah.
and I still get killed all the time. So, like, I'm always the victim.
Well, that's because 14-year-olds don't have jobs. Or girlfriends or alcohol. So what happens is they sit at home and play all the time. Morgan's theory of gaming.
Yes.
You will never win online.
That's true, but you also just brought up my 14-year-old existence, so I'm feeling a little hurt right now.
You can drink now.
I know that.
It's okay. It's all good.
Been drinking since 5.
All right, well, we'll get you right back to that. Thank you to Parvesh China from Outsourced. You can catch a new episode of the show tonight on NBC. See who he likes and he doesn't like by how hard he throws paint on them. Coming up, some fail of an epic nature. Stick around.
The Oscars in 1 minute, give or take.
Yes, do it. Get it?
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. It's the return of Bustus and a look at her never-before-seen blooper reel. Then it's an all-new weekend edition of TV Tuesday with Chris Gore when he brings us the Aristocrats and the Tillman story. And before you watch UFC 128 on Saturday, UFC fighter Nate Rockquarrie joins us for MMA Chokehold to predict whether John Jones or Mauricio Shogun Rua will win the light heavyweight title. See it tomorrow.
Guys, are you up there? Oh, there you go. Hey, everybody. Kevin from Attack of the Show. Oh, God. Sorry I'm not on the program, but I am knee-deep in the heart of the Emerald Triangle in Northern California. I've been on the hunt day and night for these mysterious marijuana grow fields, some of them rumored to be 80 acres in size, with hundreds of plants each. And I'm telling you, it is... Have you seen the... Are you seeing the Hilton? That didn't work. I promise I was knee-deep in the Emerald Triangle. It was yesterday. It was cold and miserable. I couldn't feel my toes. There were a lot of hippie folks around, and there was a lot of weed, and you will see that on our 420 special, but I forgot to make a little video for you, Clark and Morgan, so hi. Have a great show. Love you lots. But I'm going to go to the lobby. It's really cold, and instead this was a stupid idea. Stop filming!
Working hard, I see. Working hard. Are you lucky people at home? It's time for today's epic fail and an important reminder about rock climbing.
If you've seen the movie 127 Hours, you know that being outside is dangerous.
It is. But boulders are not the only things that can fall on you in the mountains. He almost made it.
To what? Heaven?
So I think we need a safety tip from this. We've all learned something. When rock climbing, you always climb up first.
Yeah, that way the people below you can cushion your fall.
All right. Okay, we're going to see if we can get you back into Twitter now with some amazing tweets from the Twitter wall. Hopefully the people at home will not disappoint us.
I have to do this.
Yes, you do. All right. Hey, Clark, you're awesome. Okay.
My fans, not big fans of spelling.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I'm going to say
But
we
thank
need
you.
capital C, and then we're going to need Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it, though. I really do.
What are some of the codes to live by in Morgan's theory of gaming? If you get beat, you just say that it was by a 14-year-old with no girlfriend and no life and no friends and no job.
Insult your opponent.
Exactly.
And the audience.
All right, thanks to our guest, Parvesh China. And special thanks to Clark Duke.
That was for Danny.